Today we're in Lincoln at Clark Enerson. It's more than simply an architecture company. This is the place where buildings are born. Let's take a look. I'm here with Dennis Shear. He is one of the senior partners here at Clark Enerson. And Dennis, why don't you mind telling us what you do?
Well, Clark Enerson Partners is a design firm. We design places. We design indoor places and outdoor places. We have a number of professionals that actually do that. Architects, landscape architects, engineers. And to design places, we really design stuff, the things that make a place a place.
So any places we might be familiar with?
Yeah, we just finished a big project at Memorial Stadium at the University of Nebraska campus.
Nice work.
The East Stadium, yeah.
I love it.
And we're in the process of getting ready to put a project out the 7 blocks north of the Capitol building here in Lincoln called Centennial Mall.
Okay, now you mentioned a couple of the degree fields, but who do you have working here at Clark Enerson?
We have architects, we have mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, structural engineers, interior architects, landscape architects.
Wow, okay, so lots of architects,
lots of engineers. Lots of designers, yeah, doing all different kinds of things.
Great, well I'd love to talk to one of those young professionals.
Okay, you want to probably talk to Kate.
Great,
Good.
Can do. Thanks, Dennis. Well, this is Kate. She is an architectural designer here at Clark Enerson. So, Kate, what do you do here?
Well, that kind of varies from day to day, but I'll do many things. I'll go out to job sites. I spend time talking about ideas and coming up with ideas, drawing pictures, taking photographs of existing buildings, and even getting into computer programs and modeling buildings like we want to envision them for the future, and sending out contract documents to construction managers and a lot of different things.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what does your job look like day to day? I mean, I'm sure it's different every day, but walk us through like a typical day.
Sure. So maybe in the morning I'll have a team meeting with my boss and some other people I work with, and we'll talk about upcoming projects, and then I might come back to my desk and do some computer modeling and drawing. Then I might go out to a job site and see how the building's being built and see how it's coming along. So it's kind of a all in a day's work kind of thing, a lot of different things.
Nice. And how did you get into this career field?
Well, when I was in high school and I was kind of thinking about what career I wanted to go into, I had a hard time because I was really interested in a lot of things. I really liked math and science, but I also liked art and music and photography, and
Wow.
I had a hard time picking. So I had a family friend who said, what about architecture? It kind of combines left brain and right brain, math and art, and I ended up going to the University of Nebraska, and I loved it, and it's been a great fit.
Wow. So you have your bachelor's degree in architecture
And my master's degree.
and your master's. Well, Kate, is there something I could do around here? Like something I could try?
I guess so. You might need this hat.
Okay.
Let's draw something.
No, nice.
Okay, Andy, we need to put a table in this model.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I mean, I'm gonna try. We'll see. Okay, so I take the mouse.
You'll press that button right
Okay,
there.
so this is gonna build me my table, my virtual table. Okay.
And then
I'm
press
all over this.
T for tug.
Oh, tug. Okay.
It'll tug up the
No
form,
way,
so then you're
okay.
pulling it up.
That's cool. Are you guys seeing this? This is amazing what I'm doing. I'm creating a table out of nothing. Okay, that table's about knee length, huh? Can I keep going?
You can go a little bit higher. I would stop.
Giant
I would go
people?
a little bit lower.
A little bit lower.
Right there.
Okay.
All
There you go.
right.
And that table's going to be built? Like somebody's gonna build that table?
They'll actually build it.
So can I put some more windows in or something? I don't know. I think maybe you need a couple more windows here. I don't want to
leave
judge.
that to the architects.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. All right. Well, Kate, thank you so much for letting me help out.
Thanks,
Really
Andy.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, if you like using your left brain and your right brain to design the future, a career at Clark Enerson in architecture might be right for you. Construction is one of the biggest industries in Nebraska, and one of the biggest names in Nebraska construction is Kiewit. We're here at its headquarters in Omaha to discover the different types of careers you're going to find in construction and architecture. Let's go. Spinny door. Well, this is Tim Dorn. He's the Director of HR here at Kiewit. Tim, would you mind just explaining what Kiewit does?
Yeah, we're a Fortune 250 company that specializes in construction, engineering, and mining across the United States and North America and Australia.
Okay, so what does that mean? What do you guys do?
Yeah, we build some of the coolest projects on earth with some of the most amazing people you'll meet.
Nice. Give us an example.
Yeah, we built projects at the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo. If you've been to TD Ameritrade Park or the Century Link Center, or some of the things going on in the new Haymarket development in Lincoln, or maybe even power plants, offshore oil drilling rigs, pretty much the coolest stuff on earth.
Wow, and like everything you can think of, you guys are involved.
Everything but a house.
Even when we turn the lights on in the house, that's you guys, right?
That's us. We build power plants. We mine the coal that helps produce that power. We basically build anything but a house.
Nice. So Fortune 250 means it's a huge company. Obviously, we have a ton of different career fields. Give us some examples.
Yeah, we predominantly hire two types of people. One is our tradespeople who do the work on projects such as electricians, pipe fitters, people who do welding. That's one huge segment of our population. And then we also hire staff people. So these are the people that are engineers, construction managers, IT, communications, human resources, accounting, those projects that are the support and lifeblood of what we do.
Okay, so you can work with Kiewit right out of high school and go on. There are people here who have advanced degrees, even PhDs.
That is correct.
Great. And there's opportunities to advance as you're working with Kiewit?
Yeah, some of our senior leaders actually started as interns or actually started in the mailroom.
We are obviously far away from the office. We're geared up and decked out. This is BJ. He's a project manager, so this is where he works. BJ, why don't you tell us what you do for Kiewit?
So I'm a project manager, like you said. I basically manage every aspect of the project, including safety, quality, schedule, budget, and am generally responsible for the overall success.
Wow. And so this is going to be an office building back here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how close is it to completion?
I think they got about 51 business days left on their schedule. So I'd say they're at about 80% complete.
Now, what do you do on a daily basis as the project manager?
You know, we spend a lot of time managing people and managing risk, making sure everybody goes home safe every single day.
Yeah, so to be a project manager, you got a degree from the University of Nebraska at Kearney?
Yes, sir.
Cool. What kind of degree was that?
That's a construction management degree, so bachelor's in science and construction management.
Yeah, how'd you get started doing this?
I have a lot of family and friends that were in the industry, so I was part of a lot of job tours and conversations, and got interested in the business and started working in the trades in high school and in college, and ended up going to get my degree.
Wow. So what's your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part's probably working around the people. We have hundreds of thousands of craft members all over the country working for us every single day, and they're what pushes the jobs forward and makes this thing go, so that's probably my most enjoyable part.
Wow, well, I'd love to step into your shoes just for a moment. Is there something I could do to be a project manager for just a couple minutes today?
Absolutely. Let's take you in the trailer and we'll show you a few of our tools.
All right, it's this way, right? All right, BJ, tell me what we're doing here.
So we're back here in the job trailer, and what I'm going to explain to you is how we put together a field design change, what we refer to as an FDC or an RFI, which we refer to as a request for information.
Wow, and that's when we're looking at a floor plan and we're like, something's wrong, we need to change this.
Yes, and we're going to put together a message back to the designer to tell them something in the field doesn't match with something on the drawing, so we can get it quickly fixed and get back out there and build.
Okay. I see something wrong.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yes, you do. So
So
I'm going to
that's, yeah, you explain, but that's a refrigerator.
Yes.
And that is not supposed to be there because there's a wall right there. That's a
Right.
problem.
So we either need to move a wall or we may need to move a cabinet. We're going to cloud the area that the issue is in to let the designer know exactly where it's at.
Right there. Oh,
Perfect.
nice.
Perfect.
That's good.
We're going to tell them exactly what is wrong. So this is a message from Andy to the designer explaining to them that they put a fridge through a wall.
Okay. Bad idea.
Okay, now what we're gonna do is we are gonna go up and take a snapshot of this area so we can paste this into an email and put a square around the area in question
Done.
and click through it. And now you have taken a snapshot picture of that area and that drawing, and you can paste that into an email, send it off to the designer, and they'll come back with our repair.
BJ, thanks so much. I really appreciate you letting me do a little bit of your job.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, that's Kiewit. They're building up Nebraska. Winnebago. It's a small town in northeast Nebraska that's home to a construction company with projects across the U.S. Plus, it's got one of the sweetest names I've ever heard. This is Ho Chunk Construction. I'm here with Keith Kilpatrick. He is the Vice President of Ho Chunk Construction Services. Now, Ho Chunk is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, is that right?
Correct. We started the company with one gentleman, Lance Morgan, and it's grown into over 1,000 employees.
Wow. So from 1 to 1,000 in 20 years, that's pretty good. Ho Chunk has a bunch of different divisions, but we're going to talk specifically about architecture and construction. So you're the Vice President of that. What do you guys do? What kinds of things are you building?
We're a general contractor. With that being said, we do a lot of different things. Right now we have several projects throughout the United States. We have projects in California. We're building a sports field for the Navy. In Texas, we're doing O&M buildings for the wind energy. We're doing some work in Kansas for the National Park Service. We do a lot of work in Offutt Air Force Base in Omaha, Nebraska, as well as the local area here. We've built several buildings here.
Wow. So you're working on building up Winnebago and then reaching out to literally all over the country.
Exactly. We've got a development across the street here that was a 40-acre development. It started with nothing. Right now we have over 10 commercial businesses as well as 35 homes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you started in construction from a young age.
Yeah. My dad was in construction. I started at construction, just helping him out. Just learned to love it. Went through high school, had some trade classes there. Got into the industry, just worked my way through. Just loved it.
Yeah, never went to a 4-year degree, but you still are the Vice President now, in charge of, I don't know, how many projects are going on now?
Right now we have roughly 40, 45 projects that are active at this point. At any given time, we can be up to 100.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been in the construction business then?
About 32 years.
Okay, you must love it.
I do. It's great. You're out in the field, you're pounding nails, you're pouring concrete, and you get to see a building start from nothing to something. And that's really something that gives you pride.
Yeah, and you can start work right out of high school. You can come work here.
You certainly can. And a lot of kids, if you enjoy working with your hands and doing things and being outside, which is, a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect industry.
Keith, I'd love to get to know your company more. I'd love to talk to someone who works here, a young professional. You got anybody in mind?
Yeah, I have the perfect person. You can talk to Alexia.
Great. I'll go find her.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
You bet.
Well, this is Alexia Boggs. And Alexia, tell us your job title.
I'm the Senior Director of Corporate Operations, and so I'm part of the operations team. And the Chief Operating Officer and myself, we are in charge of developing strategies for the company, and we work with the 36 plus subsidiary companies, and we just drive them to achieve their goals and mission.
You drive them?
We
That's
drive
cool.
them, yeah.
So
yeah.
What does your job look like day to day? I mean, I'm sure it's unique and every day is different, but just kind of generally, when you get into the office, what do you start doing?
It's very complex, but what I do is I oversee the operations of several projects that we have going on. We have a brand new truck travel plaza that's going on and it will be constructed this summer. We also have some dormitory for Little Priest Tribal College that's going to be constructed. So my role is to make sure that we stay on budget, we stay on time, they have the necessary resources to fill the job to completion.
Wow. Nice. How did you get into this field?
Sure. I went to school for 6 years. I have my master's degree in public administration, and one of the things that I was kind of told was, to do my job, I would have to leave the state, get experience, and then come back to Nebraska after you have that experience. Well, I was glad that I didn't have to do that.
That's right.
So I was able to find a job, and my first job in economic development was working for Nebraska's largest city, city of Omaha, and I really loved the economic development side, where you start from nothing and you have construction company come in and build something, and jobs are created, and the whole economy of the community is benefited from this. So it's very exciting. Now, with me being an enrolled member of a tribe, I wanted to do that for my own people. So I went and I started working for my tribe and was there for about 6 years. until 3 months ago, I accepted a job with Ho Chunk Inc.
If somebody's thinking, sitting there in class, saying, I want to be what she is, I want to do what she does, what kind of person would that be?
It could be anybody. We have a very strong internship program here at Ho Chunk Inc. and we're very much about grooming the young students, the next generation, to be the best of what they can be. And so I encourage them to take on internships, whether it's for us or other companies. You know, get your feet wet by, you know, working on the job and get real work experience.
Well, Alexia, I know you're busy, so I'll let you get back to work, but thanks a lot for letting me know about your job.
You're welcome. It was nice talking with you.
Thanks. That's Ho Chunk, building up from Winnebago.